Hi, I have clearance to visit an inmate, Jason Morgan, and I was wondering if it would be too late to see him this evening. 6:30? Yeah. Oh, yeah, I can make it. My name, you know, I'm sorry, 6:30 is not gonna work for me. I'll have to call back. Thanks.
What's wrong?
I was gonna go see Jason.
Oh, why not? You should go.
Why on earth would you be telling me that?
You look all right.
Thanks for coming. I know how you hate prisons.
Too many close calls. Diane's working on your transfer.
At least I can have visitors, right?
You asked to see me?
You're always my first call.
I can tell this is none of my business.
Have you been keeping an eye on Jake?
Okay, well, Jason is locked away from all the people that he cares about. So if I were him, you know, I would want the people that I'm close to come visit me. I'm sure he would love to see you, especially if you brought pictures of Jake. Jason is locked up on some nasty charges, so it might bring him peace to be reminded of the good things that he's done in his life, like saving Jake. Yeah, maybe it would help him feel better, but I also have to think of Lucky's feelings.
Elizabeth says that Jake is doing great, but she could just be trying not to worry me, you know?
My guys are watching them. They seem fine.
Is there anything else at all?
Spencer's went to the park yesterday. Elizabeth, Lucky, the kids.
Right?
Sam showed up.
Did she talk to them?
She talked to them for a few minutes, then she left. My guy said there was some tense stuff going on. Should I be concerned here? What's
Sam
going
and I
on?
broke it off yesterday. She pretty much blames me for everything, and she blames Elizabeth, and I'm just worried that she is going to get angry enough to tell Lucky that Jake is my son.
Well, Jason, at this point, that doesn't seem like such a bad idea.
A really hard time when Jake was missing. Lucky was out of his mind with fear. It kills him that it's always Jason to the rescue when you or Jake need it. Yeah, it bothers him that Jason and I are friends, and I completely understand that. But you know, he did give me that pass to go to Pentonville, and I would kind of like to give Jason a heads up on what's going on with Sam.
What happened?
She broke up with Jason and clearly is not at peace with it. Lucky and the boys and I were at the park yesterday, and she showed up there and went off on us. She's like a loose cannon. I just think Jason should know. I hope that Lucky doesn't get upset. Well, if you love someone, you know, who are they to tell you who you can be friends with?
Please don't sit here and list all the reasons I should claim my son. I think about them every day. The bottom line is Jake is safer if nobody knows he's mine.
Yeah, but you gotta understand, more and more people are finding out about this.
Nobody else needs to find out, Sonny. Nobody needs to find out. All that matters is Jake is home and he's safe from my enemies.
And you don't think a police officer makes his own enemies?
No, I think our families are always a target. The cops' families aren't. And at least Jake won't have to grow up with his father in prison.
Okay, you know what? I'm gonna back you no matter what. And you know what? You being in prison, that's my business. You don't get to talk like you've already lost your case.
Oh, you know something I don't?
Diane's working on getting you released. Thanks to Rick's arrogance, we've learned what evidence he has against you.
Yeah, Diane told me it's a digital recording of me saying Alcazar's name.
Yeah, you hear a gun firing with a silencer, right? And then you hear like a body, what sounds like a body hitting the ground.
Mm-hmm. There's no body, no witnesses.
That's not gonna change, is it?
No, it's not.
Okay, Diane's working really hard on, trying to show how easy it is to duplicate the sounds. And we'll have reasonable doubt to spare. Rick is blowing smoke,
Yeah,
as he always does, so you can't lose
I
hope
know,
here.
but you know what? We've been lucky. Against Rick. One of these days, luck is gonna run out. But whatever happens, it's not gonna change my life.
What are you talking about?
I don't I don't regret working for you. I never will. I chose this life and the business I'm in. But I am paying the price. Because whether I'm in prison or not, I'm never gonna have my son. You didn't have to come back.
It's okay.
No, it's not. I don't want to cause trouble with you and Lucky.
Lucky's the one who arranged my clearance. We're doing better. We're being more honest with each other. As honest as we possibly can be. But he worked the program, which is great. Unless you don't want me to come visit you.
Doesn't matter what I want.
Yes, it does. You're in here because you rescued our son, and the last thing I want you to feel is that I have abandoned you.
How is Jake?
He's great. I brought you some of his pictures. Jason, look at his eyes. They're getting bluer every day. Sometimes I think people must be able to tell that he's yours. Keep them. They're for you. Does it help for me to come see you and talk about Jake, or would it just be easier if I pretend like this whole thing never happened?
I don't know. I mean, I could be in prison for years. It's probably not a good idea for you and your family if you keep coming to see me.
I pray that you'll walk out of here a free man. And I wish that you could be a part of Jake's life.
I don't think Lucky's gonna be real comfortable with that.
When you agreed for me and Lucky to raise your son, you said that it would be easier for you to just stay away, that it would be too hard to spend time with Jake.
I've realized that it would kill me to try to pretend he's nothing to me. Just as much of Jake is, it's better than nothing. You saw Sam in the park?
Yeah, I did. She's deeply hurt over losing you, and she's being irrational.
What'd she say?
It was mostly name calling, but it was pretty bad. It's like she doesn't care what she says or does, and I'm afraid that she wants to hurt you back. If Rick puts her on the stands, then she might say something she shouldn't. And that's gonna put you in serious trouble.